Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone. Today is Friday, July 8th, 2022, in my local area here in Florida. We're having another of our Monday through Friday Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions Planetary Pooja sessions. Today on Fridays, we'll have to end really promptly. So the Q&A may be a little bit short today because there's another program that will start and we'll need the Zoom session after we're done. So we have to end promptly today. So I'm not maybe going to do as much blah, blah as I am on the other days where we can take a little bit more time. So thank you for being here. If you're new, what we're doing is we're doing a little puja or a little ceremony honoring the different planets, stars, archetypes of the that rule the stars. And I was taught this puja many years ago. It's a kind of an advanced puja, to be honest with you. It was taught to me and Raja, Mina's brother, by Dr. Pillai. And he asked us to draw the chart of now, the chart of the moment, each day on a little blackboard. So I have a little blackboard here on a side table where I have the chart drawn. You're welcome to draw the chart, which will be showing a little bit later on the screen. Or if you're just driving to work and you're listening to this on audio, that's fine too. So however you want to interface with this is fine. Dr. Pillai has said the names of all the planets and the stars and the archetypes in and of themselves are a mantra or quantum sound that has very positive energies for us when we say them. So even if you're not completely familiar with everything we're doing, just listening to the sounds and receiving these sounds helps to bring in positive blessings for you from all of these divine beings that we're invoking. So I'm going to go ahead right now and let us get started. I'm Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this Monday through Friday. So all of the planets are divine beings. They're more than just something in the sky. And the stars and the archetypes who rule them are also beings of light as well. So without further ado, this is the chart of the moment. This is the South Indian style chart. All of these little block boxes are representing a zodiac sign, the 12 zodiac signs. AC here means ascendant. This is the sign of Leo. This is the sign that's coming up on the eastern horizon in my area, my local area. This is the chart based off of where I am at this point in time. This is the moon and Ketu sitting in the sign of Libra. This is Pluto retrograde sitting in Capricorn. This is Saturn retrograde sitting in Aquarius. Neptune retrograde and also Jupiter are sitting in Pisces today. Mars, Uranus, and Rahu are sitting in the sign of Aries. Venus is sitting in the sign of Taurus. And Mercury and the Sun are both sitting in Gemini. When we started at the beginning of the week, the moon was here in Leo. And as you can see, he's been moving through different stars and even different signs. He moves around the chart pretty quickly. So it's kind of fun to see that. So I'm going to start the little puja again because we are needing to stay on time. I have next to the chart that has the little blackboard with the chart drawn in chalk, I have a little container of water. I'm putting a little drop of water to each side of the chart. And I'm also putting a drop of water above myself and a little drop of water I'm sending out in the ether to all of you, helping to purify our space. So now we're all in a sacred space for doing this puja. I start with first invoking Ganesha. Om Sring Gang, Om Sring Gang, Om Sring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and we thank him for his help with this. Next, I do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. This is a chant that was given to us by Saint Yanis Samundar. Asura Nalla Nalla, Aveya Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvar Kumikave, Asura Nalla Nalla, Aveya Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Avar Kumikave, Asura Nalla Nalla, Aveya Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Avar Kumikave. We ask all of the planets today to be beneficial towards us. We thank Saint Yanis Samundar for giving us this chant. And now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. Well, actually, before we do that, we first start with invoking the planet that rules the day. Today is Friday in my area, which is ruled by Venus. So I'm going to invoke Venus. And as I do this, I'm going to put flower petals on top of Venus on the little blackboard where Venus is in the chart. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we invoke the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in the star of Swati, I'm going to invoke Swati and put the flower petals on top of the moon. Om Swati Namaha. Om Swati Namaha. Om Swati Namaha. Next, we invoke the Tithi, or the moon phase. The moment the moon is in the 10th waxing phase, which is called Dashami. Dr. Pillai said we can invoke the Tithi with the Sanskrit name and add the word Devye. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Next, we invoke the planet that rules the hour. In my local area right now, we're in a hora, or an hour, that's ruled by Saturn. We honor Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Dr. Pillai said for the time Shaktis of the yoga and the Karana, we wouldn't put flower petals for them on the chart, but we would just say their names 3 times. The yoga right now that's active is one called Siddha, which has energy of accomplished. Siddha, Siddha, Siddha. And the Karana that's active right now is Taitula, which has the energy of steady. Taitula, Taitula, Taitula. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment, and we start with invoking the planet that rules the ascendant. The ascendant right now is in Leo, and Leo is ruled by the sun. We honor the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now, from the ascendant, we're going to go in a clockwise direction around the chart we find a sign that has planets in it. This is Libra, Tula or Libra, which has the moon and Ketu in it. So we're going to now work with them. We honor the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon right now is in the star of Swati, a star represented as young shoots blowing in the wind. It has a bit of restless energy. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati is ruled by Vayu, the archetype that rules the air. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. The star Swati is ruled by the planet Rahu. We honor Rahu. And I put the flower petals on top of Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Ketu for being in Libra. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Right now, Ketu is in the star of Vishaka, a star that has some competitive energies and that likes to have success and victory. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Vishaka is ruled by a pair of archetypes, Indra, who gives blessings of leadership, and Agni, the archetype of fire, who gives blessings of purification. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Vishaka is ruled by Jupiter. We honor Jupiter, and I put the flower petals on top of Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Tula or Libra, which is Venus. We honor Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a sign of balance and harmony, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and Ketu, the saintly planet that gives us longing for liberation. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. Pluto is retrograde and extra powerful. Dr. Pillai has said Pluto is a planet that can help us with rationality and science. We honor Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Right now, Pluto is in the star of Uttarashada, a star that can give us success that's long-lasting. We invoke this star. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas. These are archetypes who are actually sons of Brahma that were created out of his mind energy. We invoke their blessings. They each represent a particular divine universal principle. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttara Ashada star is ruled by the sun. We honor the sun, and I put the flower petals on top of the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Makara or Capricorn, which is Saturn. We honor Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a sign that helps with ancient past life abilities and talents. Today containing Pluto, planet that helps with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. Saturn is also retrograde at the moment and extra powerful. We honor Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is in the star of Dhanishta, a star of music, a desire for good reputation, and also energies of wealth, prosperity. We honor Dhanishta. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta's star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, wonderful beings of light who bring forth various elemental energies. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta's star is ruled by Mars. We honor Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Kumbha or Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. Again, we honor Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian of all the signs, today containing Saturn, a planet that helps us with patience and discipline, and also a planet that's very happy when we're compassionate and willing to be of service to others. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Mina or Pisces, Mina or Pisces, which today contains Neptune and Jupiter. Right now, Neptune is retrograde and extra powerful. Dr. Pillai says Neptune helps us with intuition and the ability to understand ourselves. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune right now is in the star of Purva Bhadrapada, a star with the fire of Kundalini and energies of transformational change. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada is ruled by a one-footed archetype, Aja Ekapada. He's able to give us blessings to help us experience silence and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. We honor Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor Jupiter for being in Pisces. Again, we honor Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Right now, Jupiter is in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai said this is a star that helps with business development. We honor this star. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada is ruled by Arbundya, an archetype who helps with guarding treasure. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada star is ruled by Saturn. We honor Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Meena or Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. Again, we honor Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most metaphysical and transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that helps with our intuition, and Jupiter, a planet that helps us with spiritual teachings and our relationships with our spiritual teachers, as well as helping us with wealth, banking, and all legal matters. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha or Aries, which today contains Mars, Uranus, and Rahu. We start with invoking Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Today, Mars is in a star called Ashwini, a star with the energies of speed and healing. Om Ashwiniye Namaha. Om Ashwiniye Namaha. Om Ashwiniye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumars, archetypes who are horse-headed twins, who are also the sons of the planet sun. They have tremendous healing energy and are sometimes called the physicians, even of the gods. We invoke their energies. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the planet Ketu. We honor Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Next, we're going to honor Uranus and then Rahu because they're both in the same star. So we'll honor both of them before we invoke the star. We honor Uranus, a planet that Dr. Pillai says helps with high intelligence, energies of innovation. He's also a planet that helps with astrology. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Next, we honor Rahu because he's also in the same star as Uranus. Rahu helps us with innovation as well, and also new technologies. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Uranus and Rahu are both in a star of Bharani, a star symbolized by the yoni, the female private parts. This is a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power. We honor this star. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, who among other things is an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani is ruled by Venus. We honor Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. The sign of Misha or Aries is ruled by Mars. Again, we honor Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries, a sign with a tremendous amount of active energy, today containing Mars, a warrior healer planet, Uranus, a planet that helps with intelligence and innovation and astrology, and also Rahu, planet who helps with new ideas, thinking outside the box, and also helps us to make friends with the technologies even of 10 years from now. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Venus. We honor Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus today is in a star called Mrgashira, a star that activates our curiosity, helps us to be willing to learn new things, have new experiences, eat new foods, all that type of thing. We invoke the blessings of this star. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Mrgashira is ruled by Soma, a form of the moon. It's kind of a form of the moon in the liquid energy of the Amrita, the nectar of immortality. It's a nectar form of the moon. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Mrgashira star is ruled by the planet Mars. Again, we honor Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Tula or Libra is ruled by Venus. Again, we honor Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, excuse me, we reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus. I'm so sorry. Venus is in Vrishabha, Taurus. We pause for a moment and reflect on Taurus, a grounded and luxury-loving sign, today containing Venus, planet of happiness, and planet that helps us to enjoy material plane comforts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Mithuna or Gemini, which today contains Mercury and the Sun. We honor Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Mercury today is in the star of Ardra, a star symbolized as a teardrop of compassion. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Ardra is ruled by Rudra, a form of Shiva who destroys negativity. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Ardra star is ruled by Rahu. We honor Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor the sun for being in Gemini. We honor the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun right now is in a star called Punarvasu, a star that's very freedom loving. Om Punarvasaye Namaha. Om Punarvasaye Namaha. Om Punarvasaye Namaha. Punarvasa star is ruled by Aditi, a wonderful goddess who is also the mother of many of the other archetypes, and even the mother of the sun himself. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Punarvasu star is ruled by Jupiter. Again, we honor Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Mithuna or Gemini, which is Mercury. We honor Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We have a special configuration today in that Saturn sits in a sign he rules, Jupiter sits in a sign he rules, Mars sits in a sign he rules, Venus sits in a sign he rules, and Mercury is sitting in a sign he rules. It's a rare combination and very auspicious for us. Now we are going to honor the planets and all these archetypes that we've just invoked, the stars and the archetype rulers. I'm taking a little tealight and I'm showing it 3 times around the chart in a clockwise direction, holding it above the chalkboard that has all the little flower petals on it. I'm offering all these divine beings the element of light, asking them to receive the light. Next, I'm going to take a little fan. Some of you could use an incense stick, but I have a housemate who's sensitive to scent. So I just use a little hand fan. And I'm waving that gently around the little blackboard, the chart with the flower petals on it, 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of air. And now I'm offering the element of sound by ringing a bell around the chart 3 times. Now we make a prayer to all of these divine beings that we've just invoked, asking them for their blessings, their positive blessings, asking them to bless us, to bless our families, our friends, our households, our workplaces, our cities, our communities, our countries, and the entire planet. We ask them to bless everyone, that everyone may have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life now and always. And we make our bow. You can continue for another minute in silence to make your own personal prayers, and then I'll take a very quick, short Q&A. I can take a very short Q&A period right now. On Fridays, we do have to end a little early because Ronnie will need the Zoom session for another program. But I'd like to say thank you to all of you who are here, or those of you who watch the recording later. Thank you for being here. These pujas help to bring positive energies from all these divine beings onto our planet. We're interconnected with all of them. They're both out there in the sky, but their energies are also inside of all of us as well. And as we do this puja, we start to connect with that. And you may be having your own private reflections or realizations doing the puja, like looking at Uranus and Rahu, both being in the star Barney that has tremendous feminine energy. And they're both stars that help with innovation, thinking that some of our innovation may be coming through the feminine side of the divine being right now, to be open and receptive to that for innovation was a thought that I had honoring them today. Not seeing any questions in the chat at the moment. So not sure if you're back from your minute of prayer or if you have any questions. It is an advanced form of puja, I know that. And there is this site, club.astroved.com, where the charts are there. There's a category that says prayers and mantras that has some of the mantras there. You can scroll through that category and see some of the prayers as well. And I can, if you let me know what else you need for me to add to that site. It's an old site from when I used to do this puja over teleconference many years ago. If you want to email me at valli@pillaicenter.com with any other questions or requests for what you'd like to see on that little site, club.astroved.com, I'll try to create some fresh posts of information if that's helpful for any of you. Again, thank you for being here. I'm going to go ahead and close out our session as I'm not seeing any questions. And I know that Ronnie is going to need the Zoom session soon. Thank you all for being here. God bless you. And hope that you will press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Dr. Pillai does want the channel to continue to grow. And we're going with that. Namaste, everyone. Wishing you a beautiful weekend, and I'll be here again next week. Namaste. Monday through Friday. Yes, Nina, it's true. This puja is unique right now. No other time will be exactly the same. And that's why time is so precious. None of our time is exactly the same. That's why we need to stay alert and conscious about time. One of Dr. Pillai's teachings. Namaste.